Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. We saw a rain affected qualifier number 2 last night between Punjab Kings and Mumbai Indians. And by 3 in the morning, we had the result. It is Punjab Kings who is joining Royal Challengers Bangalore in the final. And what a cracker of a game it was. Shreyas Iyer, the captain fantastic as Shomik suggested this morning, leading the team from the front. What an incredible knock to take Punjab Kings over the line. Bharat, I will go to you first. If you look at Shreyas Iyer's pedigree as a captain, he's taken Delhi Capitals to the finals. He's taken KKR to a title win last year, and this year he's taken Punjab Kings to the final once again and could very well win the match. Who knows? But as a captain, he's one of the best going around.
Yeah, or perhaps the best going around in the IPL at least. I think he galvanizes the side really well. That is the key aspect of his cricket or his captaincy. He's also called as Sarpanch, as you know. That is something that you can see on the field, that he inspires the side, galvanizes the side with a bat in hand. Even when he's on the field, you can see that there is a kind of presence about him. The way others discuss or react or talk with him, it feels as if they really respect Shreyas Iyer. That is where I think that is the key strength of Shreyas Iyer, because a captain should gain the respect and the trust of the rest of the players, and that is where Shreyas Iyer is very good at. And obviously, he showed that monster mentality yesterday, cracked that brilliant 80 yard. The way he paced his innings, that was another key aspect of his batting. For a while, he allowed Nehal Vadera to play all those shots. He was just farming the strike, waiting for the right moment. Then he faced up to Reece Topley, and he understood right at that time that this was the moment that he had to change gears that he had to shift gears, and he absolutely smashed someone like Reece Topley. And the way he played against Jasprit Bumrah and Trent Bolt, there was a fielder at short third man, and to play that steer or the dab so fine a couple of times told something about the zone that he was in. Obviously, Mumbai Indians' tactics were all wrong, because they could have easily shifted their length, pulled their length back, and pushed the third man back after played that stroke once, and tried to bowl a little more shorter on the shorter side, a lot more slower short ones, but they didn't try that. None of the left armers went round the wicket and tried to change up the angle, or for the matter, Sandner only bowled 2 overs. But that is basically Mumbai Indians' problem, not Shreyas Iyer's problem. He was definitely fantastic, and showed that kind of monster mentality yesterday.
Shamik, your thoughts because yesterday, and Suresh Narayan, this is exactly what I was about to say, is that Shreyas's batting and captaincy throughout this edition was ahead of others. Even last season, if we look at it, KKR, the way that he could not contribute with the bat as much as he has done for Punjab Kings this year. He was still very much involved with the captaincy, with the way that he was leading that team. And honestly, it is one of the biggest statements that Shreyas Iyer could make after the kind of year that he had.
Absolutely, Gagi. And see, his batting, the innings he played last night, I, I mean, it was reminiscent of Suresh Raina's 25 ball 87 against Kings 11 Punjab in 2014. I mean, in terms of pure aesthetic, Suresh should still trump Shreyas innings, but he couldn't finish the job. I mean, Chennai Super Kings lost that game. Shreyas Iyer did that against a team comprising a bowling attack of Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, Trent Bolt, and Mitchell Sandner. Um, Hardik Pandya's captaincy was poor. Hardik Pandya's captaincy was poor, and as far as Mumbai Indians are concerned, the bottom line is that you are not going to win a title with Hardik Pandya as captain. But that's a completely different subject altogether. Coming to Shreyas Iyer, after that innings, what I liked, the game was over. Uh, the handshakes they were doing the post-match handshakes. I liked the way he treated Shashank Singh, Shreyas. He gave him a dirty look, and you don't need a professional lip reader to understand what he said to Sasank Singh. For the first part of his single, he strolled and Shashank was run out, left the job unfinished, and Shreyas didn't forget that. That is the hallmark of a captain. That is the hallmark of a captain. Even in victory, he was pulling his teammate up for being lackadaisical. So see, Shreyas Iyer, I wrote in my piece today. I mean, it reminds me of Muhammad Ali's rope-a-dope tactics approach. You put him on the ropes, you land punches, and he will eventually respond with a knockout blow. Last year, his central contract, was taken away, ostensibly for the fact that he missed one domestic game. Right. Then what he did, he went to KKR. He led the team to IPL triumph after a decade. That decade-long title drought for KKR was over. Then KKR didn't even retain him. Someone else took the cake and credit. KKR didn't even acknowledge his contribution. Didn't even retain him. He went to Punjab Kings, where he is being valued, and he has taken the team to the final. Earlier, he took Delhi Daredevils to final in combination with Ricky Ponting. So he is someone. He is someone who is a winner. He is someone who is a winner, and I don't know how it will pan out, but it will be remiss of the BCCI not to hand him over India's white ball reins going ahead. Shreyas Iyer is the captain of this IPL. I mean, done and dusted.
And oh, sorry, I was on mute. Bharat, yesterday Michael Clark was on commentary and he said as well when Shreyas Iyer was batting, and that knock was one of the most special, I think, perhaps one of the best in IPL history. And Michael Clark, said that selectors at this point should take note. And Vaibhav Taragi here is saying, hope BCCI and selectors start taking Shreyas Iyer seriously now. He is the leader we need in white ball formats. What do you think of this?
Yeah, of course. If you go as per logic, Shreyas Iyer should be captaining the Indian white ball setups very soon. I understand Rohit Sharma is still around when it comes to the ODI setup, but I feel this is the right time to pass the baton. 2027 World Cup is still 2 years away. Yes, Rohit Sharma is still in good form in ODI cricket. He can continue as a batsman, but perhaps this is the right time to pass the baton when it comes to the leadership role. But that is obviously for the selectors to take a decision. I understand even when it comes to T20 cricket, there are lots of players who are doing well. So it is not just about Shreyas Iyer. So there is a lot of jostling for places. There is a lot of competition for places when it comes to the T20I setup, Indian T20I setup. But as a captain, definitely India should consider Shreyas Iyer for both limited overs, for both abridged versions of the game, because I think he's at a time in his career. This is a time in his career when he's at the peak of his prowess when it comes to uh, taking over the mantle of leadership role, and also obviously he's at the peak of his prowess when it comes to his batting as well in limited overs cricket. So if I were the selector, if I have to put the hat of a selector, then I will definitely make him the captain of both limited over setups.
All right.
There's
Sorry.
one more point I wanted to add. I know Surya Kumar Yadav is doing well, but I think somewhere even when it comes to the T20 squad, they can consider Shreyas Iyer at least after the T20 after the 2026 World Cup if it doesn't go well, because I understand at least till the end of 2026 World Cup when it comes to the T20 setup, they will continue with Surya Kumar Yadav.
Okay, Shamik, do you think Shreyas Iyer at this point should absolutely walk into the T20 setup for India as a batter, as a leader is something we'll have to think about, because BCCI is clearly thinking of Shubman Gill as the next all format captain. But when we talk about as a batter, does Shreyas Iyer walk in?
Purely as far as cricket is concerned, he walks in. Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to things beyond cricket, but he should be there. He should be there. And also, I believe, although it's a completely different format, red ball cricket, test cricket is a completely different format. the selectors missed a trick by not picking him in the Indian squad for the England tour in Test, because the fact is that this team is in transition, and you need strong characters in the dressing room during the period of transition. What do those strong characters do? They create the spine. They create a strong spine for the team, and Shreyas Iyer should be part of it. Should be part of it, Shreyas Iyer. He has improved a lot as far as his batting against fast bowling is concerned. And you know, Gagi, when when Indian cricket last year, when a section of Indian cricket had sort of made him the persona non grata in Indian cricket, I was the only reporter through our platform, Rep Sports. I was the only reporter who stood by him, wrote stories in favor of him. I mean, spoke to the coaches who were under whom Shreyas were training. I had conversation with Shreyas also. I was told that how he was developing back spasm after facing just 60 deliveries at the nets. So everything, I'm very happy for him. He's such a hardworking and hard. I mean, he's such a hardworking and dedicated cricketer. I'm very happy for him, and I he should have been part of the test squad also. Now that he is not, what to do? Nothing to do. The test squad has been announced, and he didn't feature among the India A players also. But that's the way it is. But hope going ahead, the course correction would be done.
But do you think, as a batter, Shreyas Iyer should be walking into the team by now?
Which team? The limited overs. Which one?
No. T20 India T20
Yes,
setup. Why?
that's what I because he's obviously
Yeah.
very much a regular member of the ODI side. I understand that he was not set to play in the first ODI against England, but obviously he had to come in because of an injury. So yeah, yes, when it comes to T20 setup, I will say it's better to pick him because he's in good form. He has shown that he has different gears. So when you consider that, I think it's better to take him. I understand even there is, as I noted, there's a lot of competition for places. Someone like Tilak Verma is around. He's not in the best of form, although he's scored a couple of hundreds here or there in South Africa. But I feel Shreyas Iyer can get in because the kind of form that he's showing, kind of gears he showed yesterday. It's not just about the form. He's someone who could just form the strike for a while. Then he suddenly went into top gear and played all the shots. He picked the right kind of bowler as well. Someone like Grace Topley, because he clearly has lost a little bit of pace, Topley, and he was bowling too full. So he picked the right kind of bowler to go after, and did his job. So when you consider all that, when you consider the kind of gears he showed yesterday, I think Shreyas Iyer alongside Surya can somehow get into that middle order of the Indian T20 side.
There are some questions here. There was one. Okay, Fitmonk is saying there is a saying that you don't demand respect, you earn it, and Shreyas justifies this. Post Champions Trophy, I became one of his biggest fans. Um, there was more. There were more. Okay, Amit is saying, can Shreyas Iyer be added to England Test squad midway? But would you do that based on his IPL performance? Shamik, answering the two questions that I just took, please.
Yeah, I don't think they will add Shreyas Iyer to the England Test squad. If I mean, if India lose the first two tests, then they will. If they hit the panic button, even then I don't see they are calling Shreyas Iyer. I'd be very surprised if they call Shreyas Iyer, if they incorporate him to the Test squad for the England tour. I don't know what will happen in the home Test series that would follow. But England tour, I don't see him to be part of the Test squad, even as an additional member. The first question was becoming a big fan of Shreyas Iyer. After the Champions Trophy, even Rohit Sharma became a fan of Shreyas Iyer. I remember Rohit coming at the post match after the final at the press conference. Oh, yeah, at the post match press conference and singling out Shreyas Iyer for special praise. I mean, there were contributions all around from every player, almost every player, but still Rohit singled out Swayash for his contributions. So even Rohit Sharma became a fan of Shreyas Iyer. And Shreyas Iyer, what does he do? Apart from his batting, he brings in that winning attitude, winning mentality, which is very, very important. And that is why I'm repeatedly saying for a team in transition, you need strong characters, and Shreyas is one of them.
Yeah. Weber is saying Shubman has to take it from Shreyas that about how a big player has to step up in big moments. Rupayan is saying, will Shreyas make a comeback to T20 India team and which number will he bat? As Abhishek, Jaiswal, Tilak, Sky are fixed. Bharat, you said that he should walk into the team, but
Yeah, I will just add a point to that. Yeah, so they can take out Rinku Singh, who has been around at 5'6". They can take out someone like Shivam Dube, who played against England in the T20I series. So these two were playing at number 5 or around that spot in the series against England and South Africa recently. So they can take one out of the two. Jaiswal, as you know, if he gets into the Indian side, he will bat at the top. He won't bat at number 5. So it's about who bats at number 5. I think in the recent couple of series, it was Shivam Dube against England. He was playing, definitely played at in the Wankhede T20I, and you had Rinku Singh as well in that game. So, and Rinku Singh, as you know, has really struggled in this IPL. He's not really performed well in the last 1 year or so in the T20 format, at least in the T20 format. And Shivam Dube has had his struggles against short ball. Yes, against certain kind of spin bowling on a flat pitch, he may come really good, but he doesn't bowl much either. So when you consider all that, Shreyas Iyer can at least walk into the squad, and then with these two not performing, he can also play in that 11.
how do you make
And
space for Iyer?
and yeah, yeah, and Gargi, you have to take into account also the fact that what he has done with a bunch of young cricketers. You compare this Punjab King teams vis-a-vis Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians, there is constellation of stars. Everywhere you look around, there is an international player. There is a great player. There is a legend everywhere in this Punjab Kings team, top four of I mean 4 of their top 6 are uncapped Indian players. And what happened the way it transpired in last evening, after Josh English he was dismissed, it was Shreyas or bust. Absolutely, Shreyas Iyer had to see off the game. He had to play until the end to take his side over the line. He did that. That is called leading by example. Forget about tactical part and everything. That is called leading by example. And when a captain does that, he earns instant respect in the dressing room.
And also think about the fact that if you were talking about a Punjab Kings last season, we were talking about how there's volatility in the management. Every other game you would see a different playing 11, you would see so much chopping and changing, and it was just not a stable side. And as soon as Ricky Ponting and Shreyas Iyer came in, it's like we're seeing a completely new team. So when you think of all these things, you realize how much stability Shreyas Iyer has actually added to the side.
I give you the backstory, Gargi. I give you the
Yeah.
backstory because I'm aware of it. The thing is that after last season, Ri- Punjab Kings management approached Ricky Ponting to take over the job of the head coach. Ricky Ponting set 2 conditions. First, we have to completely change the team culture. The decisions will be taken by me and the captain. And he said, Shreyas Iyer, I want Shreyas Iyer as my captain. And there would be no interference from the management, from the hierarchy, as far as cricket is concerned. These 2 conditions were set by Ricky Ponting. The Punjab Kings management, despite being a motley group of investors, they gave him carte blanche. And Ricky Ponting told them, come what may, you have to break the bank, but I want Shreyas Iyer at the auction. I don't care about his price tag. I want him at the auction because he is my captain. They completely disbanded the side, only retained 2 uncapped players, completely disbanded the side. went to the auction with a purse of more than 100 crore, and they first picked the captain. They built the team around their captain. Shreyas Iyer was their captain. I mean, Shreyas Iyer until I mean for a while he was the highest. I mean, he had the highest bid, 26 crore, 26.75, I think, until Rishabh Pant eventually trumped him. But see how specific Ricky Ponting was, and how well the two have gelled. This is the beauty. Even if Punjab Kings lose, because Royal Challengers Bangalore are a very, very good team. And on paper, they are ahead. If you look at their bowling attack, if you look at Josh Hazlewood, if you look at their batting, their Phil Salt, Virat Kohli, Rajat Patidar, everything, experience, everything taken into account, they on paper, RCB are ahead. But what Shreyas Iyer and Ricky Ponting have done, they have made Punjab Kings greater than the sum of their parts, which was missing. In, in the earlier vintages of Punjab Kings, that part was missing. It's a team sport. It's a team sport. And this is Punjab Kings. Have been, I mean, they have been the prime example of that team. I mean, trumping individual hero worship. Even Royal Challengers Bangalore, they changed their team culture this time. Virat Kohli is there, but Virat Kohli is there as commercially, he's still their MVP. But on the field, he's just another cog in the wheel. This is no longer a Virat Kohli team. Everybody, Dinesh Karthik and Mo Bobert, have changed the culture. Credit goes to Dinesh Karthik and Mo Bobat. They have changed the culture. Everyone is standing up to be counted. When the top order is failing, Jitesh Sharma is there to take the side out. This is how, I mean, they have been successful this year. So two very deserving teams have qualified for the finals. One team will eventually win, but whoever will be win would be very, very deserving.
I mean, having spoken to so many fans around the country, I can say that if there was an option to give the title to both of them in this season, I think we would take it, because both of them have not won even a single title, and this time around they're both deserving. Both have been doing very well, very deserving teams. But we will have to wait and watch who wins the match tomorrow. It's the final game of the IPL, and we're all waiting in anticipation. But that brings us to the end of the match today. Just a little bit, Shubhayan will go live from Ahmedabad. There is a joint press conference from both captains, if I'm not wrong. And as soon as Shubhayan has the updates, he will go live on Hindi and English on both platforms of Rev Sports. So stay tuned to Rev Sports, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Shamik. Thank